Good morning, children. Welcome back to our science class. In the previous lesson, that is plants, we have learned about various parts of the plant and their functions, the root, types of root, and special functions of roots. We have learned all these things in the previous lesson. You know the various parts of the plant. Those are root, stem, leaves, branches, flowers, and fruits, seeds. And what is the attractive and colorful part of a plant? It is flower. Now, in this class, let us learn about a new lesson. It is flowers and fruits. Flower is a colorful and beautiful part of a plant. It generally has a pleasant fragrance and most flowers have attractive colors. See here, we have a picture of flowers. All the flowers are colorful and beautiful and attractive colors. They have very attractive colors. And some flowers will be there. They do not have attractive colors but have pleasant fragrance. For example, champa, motia, chemeli are some of such fragrant flowers. See, in this picture, we can observe clearly that a flower develops from its bud. Here is a picture of bud. We know that already flower develops from a bud. If you observe a bud in your surroundings, you find that the bud is covered with green leaves. A flower develops from a bud and the bud is covered with green leaves. And the buds of different flowers vary in their size and shape. All the buds are not similar. All the flowers are also not similar. So they vary in their size and shape. The bud of a plant is generally covered with green leaves. I said already. How our body is covered with the skin. The internal parts of the body are protected by the skin. Like that, the green leaves of the bud helps the helps to protect the flower and it helps it to bloom into a flower. So these leaves protect the bud and help it to bloom into a flower. Here in this picture, we can observe that the flower is growing from its bud and the buds are covered with green leaves. And in turn, these flowers develop into fruits. More number of fruits, most of the fruits are having seeds inside them and in turn these seeds can grow into more new plants. Here we can observe a picture that the buds gives rise to flowers, flowers give rise to fruits, fruits have seeds in them and in turn seeds will develop new plants. Seeds will be grown into new plants. Now observe a bud around your surroundings and you just find the differences between the bud and a flower. Now here already I have told about the various points about these flowers. Once again let us recall them. Some flowers have pleasant fragrance, some do not have pleasant fragrance but attractive color. The buds of different flowers vary in their size and shape. The bud of a plant is covered with green leaves. These leaves protect the bud and help it to bloom into a flower. Flowers have different shapes and sizes. Some are like a bell, some are like a plate or a bowl, some are like a brush. Some flowers bloom singly, whereas others bloom in bunches. Flowers make fruits and fruits bear seeds. Seeds in turn can grow into a new plant. I said already, all the flowers and all the birds vary in their shape and size. Flowers have different shapes and different sizes like buds itself. Some flowers will be like a bell, like a plate or a bowl or like a brush. See, in this picture, we can observe that here is a bunch of buds. All the buds, when they bloom at a time, they give rise to bunch of flowers. But some flowers will be there. They bloom only singly. They do not bloom in bunches. They bloom only singly. But some flowers will be there. They bloom like bunches. How the buds are there like a bunch, like that they bloom. So don't forget to observe a bud and a flower. Now coming to the next thing, that seasonal flowers. See, we see different flowers in different seasons. In summer, you must have seen chameli, motia, sadabahar, china rose and lily flowers blooming in the gardens. In winter season, dahlia, rose, chrysanthemum are some of the commonly seen flowers. See, here we can observe summer flowers and winter flowers. Summer flowers bloom in summer season, winter flowers bloom in winter season. The flowers which bloom in summer are called summer flowers. The flowers which bloom in winter are called winter flowers. Summer flowers will be chameli, china rose, lily, sadabahar, etc. Here we have a picture of summer flowers. And winter flowers also, picture is there. Dahlia, rose, chrysanthemum, all these flowers, they bloom in winter season. So the flowers are, seasonal flowers are there, summer flowers are there and winter flowers are there. Now another important point we should know, that smallest and largest flower. Here see, this green colored smaller ones are called Wolffia, and it is the smallest flower in the world. Wolffia is otherwise called as watermeal. Wolffia is otherwise called as watermeal. And the largest flower is Rafflesia. The largest flower is the Rafflesia in the world. So, smallest flower is the Wolffia and largest flower is the Rafflesia. And coming to the uses of the flowers. So, we have so many uses. In our day-to-day life, we use flowers in different ways. Some flowers have a pleasant fragrance. These are used for making perfumes. Example, rose, jasmine, kiora, lavender are some of such flowers. And some flowers can be cooked and eaten as a vegetable. Example, kashnar, banana, shahjan. Flowers are eaten as vegetables in many parts of India. And flowers are used as medicine. Cloves are the dried flower buds from the clove plants. The oil extracted from cloves is used as a medicine. Similarly, lotion made from arnica flower is used to cure wounds and injuries. And rose water is used as a medicine and also for adding flour to sweets and drinks. It adds good flavor to sweets and drinks. And flowers are also used in preparing cosmetics. Example, rose, jasmine, etc. Flowers like marigold and zinnia are used for making colors. These colors are then used to dye the clothes. Example, marigold and zinnia. And flowers are often used for decoration purpose. When any festivals are there for us, we bring this marigold flowers and we'll decorate our doors and windows with these flowers. Or any function is there, the decoration part will be done with marigold flowers. So flowers are used for decoration purpose. Example, marigold. Now ask your mother whether she uses any flowers as vegetables. If she says yes, note down the names of such flowers. And write down a few places where you have seen flowers used for decorative materials. I said functions and all. And in some, you find some more places where you have seen flowers used as a decorative material. And you know what is meant by florist? Florist means the man who sells flowers. He had different types of flowers with him. What will he do with those flowers? He prepares bouquets. So, why do people buy bouquets? You just find out and list down different materials used by a florist for making bouquets. And where does the florist bring these flowers from? And name any two types of flowers which remain in great demand throughout the year. Write the names of any two flowers available with the florist. You just find out which flowers is available with the florist and what materials he'll use and why do people buy bouquets. That all you just try to find out. Next, coming to the assignment part for this part 1. State any two uses of flowers. I said so many uses. So you just find out any two uses which you like and write it and write the examples for the flowers. Where do you use them? And give two examples of seasonal flowers. What are the two seasonal flowers? And write examples for them. Two examples for each type. And name two flowers which are eaten as vegetables. I said to ask your mother whether she uses any flowers or vegetables. So you just find out the names of two flowers which are eaten as vegetables. And these were told already in the video. But even though you just find out from your mother and observe the video carefully and write the answers for these 3 questions. Thank you, children.